many factors coincide together to give us a more magnetized, enlarged sense of ourselves, and to show us a little bit deeper in what is it that we are not more ourselves. So I want to make you think today a little bit. If you could please make a triangle, and we'll explore the trinity of unsatisfaction.
Trinity of?
Unsatisfaction.
Dissatisfaction.
Dissatisfaction, no satisfaction. In whatever language you want to do it. Dissatisfaction.
You can't get no satisfaction.
Unsatisfaction, no satisfaction. Okay? So, in one corner of your triangle, you will put unsatisfaction, or whatever it's called in English. And while you do that, I'll tell you a story of what I have witnessed recently. A beautiful person expanding itself into more itself. Take a lot of space and expands in consciousness, in the desire to be more herself. And then it was a little crack near his heart. And in that crack, it was seen by the oracle a little lizard. A lizard. And I asked the oracle, follow the lizard. Maybe the lizard has something to say, something to show. And he did. And the lizard started showing different things. Oh, they travel to the sun, oh, waters and waterfalls, oh, this path. And then at one moment, the oracle say, no, it's a trick. I can be here forever, and the lizard will keep showing me things endlessly. And it's just depleting the energy and not really saying anything or going anywhere. So we thought the lizard is the medicine of the dreamer. It's the one that dreams things. And as we know, there are constructive dreams and there are destructive dreams. Constructive dreams are the ones that come from your higher self, and you're able to put in motion that inspiration. And destructive dreams are the ones that you're thinking the elephant have pink ears and it have no relationship with any of the facts of your life. So the dreamer is that little lizard, that little reptile. And by us having an idea of how things should be, we open a crack to invade our source of creation, our alchemy, into the illusion of the dreamer.
To allow the invasion of...
Yeah, to allow the invasion. So this is really important because that little reptile is in a form of certain unsatisfaction. And it uses the most deeper belief system to activate certain sense of incompleteness. So I thought to bring this trinity to you because it's so much in congruence with our potential of the true self. Either we are giving power to certain unsatisfaction, or we are taking responsibility for our own power and creation. So responsibility will be the other corner of your triangle. Yes? So in one corner we have unsatisfaction, which is a form of conflict. We saw that last week. And it takes us towards responsibility, which is a type of surrender. Last week we put it conflict, surrender. This week we put unsatisfaction with responsibility. Now, what do you think it will be at the top of the pyramid? What this conversation, unsatisfaction and responsibility, leads you to? If you are responsible to what it leads you, inevitable will lead you to power. It will lead you to the refinement of your personal will, the good will, your willpower. Now, this can be so subtle that it will escape your awareness. That's why today's question is about in what you are unsatisfied. In what do you think your life or you should be different? And to who you are requesting that satisfies you. Let's review different types of unsatisfaction, and maybe you can relate to one or two or three. One kind of unsatisfaction is that you think that you should have more things in order to feel safe and secure. You should have more money in the bank, you should have more objects, you should have a different house in a different country, in a different culture. The material things. If that is certain percentage of your preoccupation, put there 10%, 50%. How much that occupies your mind, that deep-rooted unsatisfaction. And now, check in who you are projecting. You are like that because you don't have certain job, or you don't, you didn't born lucky, or who is responsible for that? And if it's any projection in an institution, work, government, health, bank, you are being linked. Your will, your power, through that dissatisfaction will diminish, because you are giving your power to somebody else. Right? So we need to correct that. What is to be responsible is I am not giving my response to anybody. Now, another kind of unsatisfaction, sexual unsatisfaction. The other, if you have a partner, the other is not pleasing me. The other should please me. That unsatisfaction, again, is manipulating some kind of belief system. You want to be loved, you want to be taken care, you want to be a boy or a girl who is just being loved. So make certain connection. Identify the belief system in there. And if you don't have a partner, why not? What is the unsatisfaction? Why you want to perpetuate that unsatisfaction? Unless, of course, you are happy to be by yourself. Then even more subtle, the unsatisfaction of imagining that you cannot speak, that you are limited. That you cannot do what are you dreaming of. It's a cold shower over your driving force. So what is the belief system there that is preventing the self-responsibility? and the enhancement of your power, of your true power. Or the unsatisfaction of the actual receiving and giving love. People don't give me love. I need to search for love. I am unsatisfied. I give and give, and there's no response. There's no feedback. Or it's only feedback, and I kind of avoid to give because I will be seen, because it's not worth it, and you hold back. Creating even more unsatisfaction and more irresponsibility and more powerlessness. So your homework is to add to this list at least other 4 unsatisfactions that are in your life. I'm just giving you examples. And to raise the bar a little bit, in the center we have start to look at the center of the triangle, the bindu of it. How you get out of unsatisfaction. How you get responsible. How you get your power back. How you align yourself with your higher self through this current of unsatisfaction that is so soft, so subtle, yet so powerful in directing and paralyzing the connection with your higher self. What that could be the bindu, the center of that triangle. How you get out of that?
Acting on your passions?
No. That's the responsibility.
Self-responsibility?
Yeah, self-responsibility is in one corner. But what is the bindu?
Awareness. Loving yourself. Surrender. Awareness.
I'll tell you. Accept.
What did you say?
I tell you. Accept things the way they are. And in here you need to be absolutely clear what that is. It's not about submitting. It's not being just indifferent or aloof. You have to start to where you are in your unsatisfaction to understand what is the belief system that have been hijacked by that leaser. Literally, that leaser, that reptile. You need that clarity of accepting things. Then you locate yourself in the present moment, and in the present moment you will find the power. Then unsatisfaction turns into gratitude, and responsibility into life energy, and life energy into the power that you are able to discharge in your actions, in your words, in your statements, in your presence. Otherwise, you are just whining. And here comes the process of twisting your power of imagination and alchemy. When you whine, you twist it and it becomes destructive. And every time you twist it, you are more and more paralyzed, helpless. Then the cycle of the unsatisfaction continues to be. Am I making sense tonight? All right. So today's practice, enhance the connection with your higher self. And I want you consciously to take those leases out of you through your breathing, through your intention, through the redirection, through the alignment of the X you say? Ax?
The central
Axle.
The axle of your spiritual axle. That is the alignment. That is the intention.
Axis.
That is the intention of this practice. Is to put this trinity in a context that is useful for you to communicate deeper with your responsibility, with your gratitude of being here, and with that inner power, your willpower. So that's the proposal of today in Trinity. One thing that I have been noticing as I'm teaching all this is that nature have trinities to create the form, to create the cycles of the soul, to create the connection with the soul. And it's through the geometry that the One speaks to us. It's the language of the One. But we humans can pollute that trinities by not being aware. So it's not like we need to destroy the Trinity, but we need to liberate the Trinity of its original form, to access its original form. So that's also something to consider, that self-responsibility is not an effort. It's linked to your passion. And your passion is linked to your higher self. And your higher self is all life, all love. It's you, it's within you, it's that connection. So please don't make any efforts in trying to be responsible or in trying to be satisfied or in trying to get power. That's not the point. This is the effortless path All you need is the awareness of what you are doing with the Trinity, how you are unaware of this misuse. Any a small little unsatisfaction is a wound in your heart. You won't be able to love. You won't be able to expand. You won't be able to connect. So your second homework, no blaming, no whining, no poor me, no I don't have this, no I should have this, no the other should give me this. Just for 1 week and see what happens. Redirect again your sight. What is it that I'm passionate about today? And remember, it's not always what you like. Your passion sometimes will offer you things that you need to do that you don't like. But it's necessary. So any whining, you're just a baby, irresponsible. If it goes through your head, you may sound very intelligent and so on, but at the end, no, you're just not taking responsibility. Very well. So we have the triangle, unsatisfaction, that's a conflict necessary for you to grow into self-responsibility. But if you stay there too long, you're just going in the road of helplessness. Self-responsibility is part of the surrender. Is giving up your pride. On top, power, your will. Humbleness. And in the center, the bindu, accept things the way they are. That's the trinity of today. Very well.
And the top vertex that we had power, willpower.
Yeah, power or the will. If you have, are you reading the book? In the book you have those the trinities, the original trinities. The will,
Yes.
the power, and that is also humbleness. If it's too much will, you oppress, you control, you want things your way. But if you have the Trinity in balance, you have this in harmony.